your attention to the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
Mikey Dunn here for 3CTV Live's Chessmont Game of the Week. We are going to pause as we are listening to the national anthem. Mikey Dunn here for 3CTV Live's Chessmont Game of the Week on ChessmontFootball.com. Got a great season opening matchup for you as the Rustin Gordon Knights play host to the Garnet Valley Jaguars. It was an odd year last year for Rustin Gordon Knights. They did something they're not used to. They didn't make the playoffs.
Give them a call and let them
They
know that they can
went
still see the game.
7-3, but it wasn't good enough to make the playoffs. Garnet Valley, they went 7-4 last season. They're led by Coach Mike Ritchie, who's coached every season for the Jaguars since 1986, but one. So they are a program that has a lot of stability. So is Rustin. Both teams are very strong teams. I'm joined tonight by Mike Dunn Jr. and Carl Rudman. And Carl, what are you expecting to see tonight?
I look for a really outstanding game. Two really good teams, Mikey. And I can't wait to get started.
So it's going to be Rustin receiving. We are again at Rustin Stadium at Rustin High School in Westchester, Pennsylvania. We'll get into the teams a little bit more as we get underway here. Again, it's going to be Garnet Valley aptly in the garnet and white, and the Golden Knights aptly in gold and blue.
Kicking off for Garnet Valley.
Both teams know they have strong defenses. Both teams like to run the ball. Going to see a lot of Ty Pringle tonight for the Golden Knights. It's a short kick, and it goes out of bounds. Not that we want to start the season with the penalty.
Yes, that's not a great kick, Mikey.
So it's going to be Rustin with good field position to start.
First and 10
It's going to be
Rustin
first and 10 for Rustin at the 35. They took a while to spot the ball. They just assessed the penalty. Again, you're watching on ChessmontFootball.com. Leading the Golden Knights at quarterback, number 6, Tim Durant. Again, Ty Pringle is the star of the show. Number 25 last year, phenomenal season. 19 touchdowns, nearly 1,300 yards as a sophomore. Opening play of the game is a handoff, but the ball comes out. Garnet Valley's acting like they got it. And they do. Talk about how you don't want to start the season. Fumble on the first carry. It was Brendan Frazier, the backup running back, with the carry.
Yes, and he was. He got a hand on the football and he let it loose real easily. I'm not too sure what happened there, Mikey, but that ball came out real quick.
So it's going to be Garnet Valley now with the ball first and 10 on the Rustin 35. Handoff to the fullback, minimal, it's a gain of about 4. Early goings here in the first quarter, the first game of the year. Garnet Valley started
First
off
down
the
run by
opening
Danny
kickoff
Guy
with a
for 4
penalty.
yards.
But Rustin's
Second and
first play of the
6
game, a
for
fumble
the
by
Jaguars.
Frazier, the backup running back. Nick Giuliano is the starting quarterback for the Jaguars. His first year starting, handoff up the middle to Dominic Bertone.
Dominic Bertone with the carry. 3rd and 3 for the Jaguars.
So 3rd and 3 from the Rustin 28. You get this good a field position, you want to come away with points.
Absolutely.
Another handoff to the man. Great job by the defenses. The ball carrier swarmed by Golden Knights.
Yeah, Mikey,
Number
that was
7,
great
Danny Guy,
interior
up for a
defensive
loss.
line there
4th
play.
down,
And they got a
right
good penetration on that.
Yeah, something that both teams are known for is their strength. I was reading an article about how the Jaguars, it's the noises you hear from their weight room. They pride themselves on their strength, and we got 4th down and 2, some scoreboard issues as it looks like it's 9th down and 2. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be enough for the first down. Handoff
Number
to
7,
Danny
with the
Guy.
carry. First down.
If
Garnet
you're a
Valley.
Jaguar fan, you got to be pleased. That guy got a first down.
Yes.
So 1st and 10 from the 23. And it's another handoff. Not much room there. This is a team that likes to run triple option. This year they're working some of the veer into it. So it can lead to some big plays, but really it's kind of just like wearing down the defense. But, Rustin is a team that is built on strength, and usually if it's a battle built on strength, Rustin's going to win that. Keeping it himself is the quarterback, it's Nick Giuliano. You see teams with the power running game, they don't shy away from it. If they get just 1 yard on a carry, 2 yards on a carry, you know what? They're going to keep doing it because they know that's going to pay dividends later in the game.
Absolutely. They're definitely the quarterback there faked the look to the running back and took the ball to the left side, and he got a few yards on the play.
3rd and 4 for the Jaguars. .25 to go in the first quarter. Ball comes out, but the ref is ruling it down. He was pointing to the ground, it looked like. Yep. And it's going to remain Jaguar football. First down
Number 7, Danny
for
Guy
the
was called
Jaguars.
down before the fumble. First down, Garnet Valley.
So the Jaguars trying to score off the turnover that they faced on the Golden Knights' first play of the game. It's 1st and 10 from the Knight 13. Great job by the defense. That was not great blocking there by the offensive line.
They smelled that out, Mikey.
Loss of 2 yards, second and
With the
12
triple option,
for Garnet Valley.
those of you that don't know, the quarterback can take it himself. Hand it off to the fullback, hand it off to the running back. You see that most famously run in college by Navy.
Yes, very successfully.
Oh, wow, what a hit there on that play.
Number
If there's
34,
any
Dominic
gain, it was a
Bertone.
couple of
Stopped
inches,
after
so
a
it's
short
going to be
gain. Third down
and
for the
long
Jaguars.
for the Jaguars.
Yes, Mikey, that was Edom Asamoah. They're great defensive linemen, and what a heck of a play that was.
And this is the first year that Giuliano is starting. The quarterback last year for the Jaguars didn't really have much in the way of passing yards or passing touchdowns because, again, this is a team that loves to run the ball. They don't like 3rd and long. It's 3rd and 11. There's the option. Giuliano takes it himself, but nowhere to run to.
Number 9, Nick Giuliano on the keeper for a few yards. 4th down and long for Garnet Valley.
So we have to see, did they go for it on 4th down or do they send in the kicking team? Looks like they're going to send in try and put 3 points on the board.
Number 3, Jacob Buttermore in to attempt the field goal.
Jacob Buttermore, the running back / cornerback. See, that is one of the things I love about high school football. Guys do everything. Kick is up, and it is good. It is 3-0. Garnet Valley, they get points off the turnover. Probably wanted a touchdown there, but they'll take the points just the same. We'll be right back after this word from Jeff D'Ambrosio Auto Group.
Farmers Insurance. At Farmers, we believe in smarter coverage, because the more you know, the better you can plan for.
Now till Labor Day, Jeff D'Ambrosio Destination Downingtown is having a huge price reduction sale. Jeff is making it easy for you to buy that new vehicle. Get up to $12,000 off a 2016 Ram truck. Lease a new Jeep as low as $99 a month. Over 2,500 vehicles in stock. Savings up to $12,000. Plus our goal of 100% credit approval. Jeff makes it easy to make the right deal. Hurry in now to get the easy deal of a lifetime. Jeff D'Ambrosio Auto Group Destination Downingtown. The easy dealership. Nobody beats Jeff. If you want it for less, you gotta see Jeff.
We are back at Rustin High School. Garnet Valley with the 3-0 lead. If you're a Rustin fan, you gotta hope your team has more than one play on a drive, unless of course that play happens to be a touchdown, then you'll take that. Will it be a better kick than the opening kickoff, which went out of bounds? And the refs are discussing something. They didn't like something they saw there.
The Rustin Athletic Department would like to thank the following sponsors and providers of medical and orthopedic service for our
they got figured out what they wanted to. It's first
family practice, Dr. Mike Crafton.
It's a better kick this time. At least it's inbounds. Still not the longest of kicks, but it's still going to be good field position for the Golden Knights. Nick Benoit on the return.
Frazier out to the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 Rustin.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. And Rustin's first drive ended with the fumble by Brendan Frazier on the first carry, but as you corrected me there, it was Frazier with the return. Hey, it's first game for the broadcasters as well. And with his first carry of the season, it's Ty Pringle. Great job by the defense, just wrapping him up. That's something that the good teams in high school will do. They'll have multiple guys there to make the tackle, but even if it's a bunch of guys, the first guy to get there wraps up.
Yeah, we had great penetration on that play by Garnet Valley, Mikey. Ty had nowhere to go.
So loss of 2 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Golden Knights. 6:41 to go here in the first quarter. Man in motion is Pringle. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Jacob Buttermore. Excuse me, pardon me, to Forrest Rosser. It's holding on Rustin.
Against Rustin. Back it up and replay 2nd down.
So there wasn't really much room to run there anyway, but back him up. So if you're a Rustin fan thus far, you haven't really had much to see. Your team couldn't get off the field on a 4th down. On the first drive of the game that you were on defense, your first drive of the game offensively, you fumbled. And now you're going backwards on your 2nd drive. So 2nd and 23 from their own 25. Shotgun formation, man in motion is Pringle. Reading out the bubble screen, but Pringle makes a couple guys miss.
He You could see his running ability. Broke about 3 tackles there. There wasn't much there.
Third down and about
There's just
14
certain
for
players
Rustin.
in high school football that you can just tell are amazing athletes. Got a couple of them in the game tonight, but Pringle is the creme de la creme for the Golden Knights.
Interesting that he wears 25. It's the former Eagle there, Shady McCoy. He reminds me of him a little bit.
So it's going to be 3rd and 15 for the Golden Knights. Can they get something going on this drive? If nothing else, if they do have to punt, they're not going to give the Jags the best of field position, but still not quite where they want to be. Play action, but just throwing it up really to avoid the sack
Pass by number
was
6,
Tim Durant.
is incomplete.
So it's going to be
That brings
4th
up
and
4th down
15.
13 for Rustin.
Good pass rush there, Mikey. He really had no time to throw. In fact, he just threw it up. It could have easily been intercepted.
Lucky it wasn't somebody there to intercept it.
Yeah.
Back deep to punt for Rustin.
So we were talking about great athletes.
Back to receive
Quarterback for the
Garnet
Golden Knights,
Valley,
Tim
number
Durant,
3, Jacob Buttermore.
Started at outside linebacker last year. 3-sport athlete. He plays lacrosse and basketball. Low snap on the punt. And not a great punt. But a little bit of a Rustin bounce, and sometimes bad punts get bailed out by a bounce. That one certainly did. As it's still going, it's finally down at the 23-yard line.
Down at the 23-yard line where Garnet Valley will take over.
We're back with the Jaguars drive after this word from Miller's Insurance.
Visit Bryant University.
Chester County's most trusted insurance agency. Whether it's for your automobile or your home, a life insurance policy, or coverage for your business. Since 1975, Miller's Insurance Agency has been protecting homes, property, people, and businesses throughout Chester County. Miller's guides you every step of the way, providing the best options, getting you the right policy that works best for you. Contact us today for a no-cost consultation. Miller's Insurance Agency. We're here today for your tomorrows. Visit online at miainc.com.
Carried by number 7.
And we're back here at
Garnet.
Rustin Stadium. It's 2nd and 6 for the Jaguars.
6 from the 27.
Able to get 3 points on their opening drive. Have to think they wanted more. They're just going to keep running that power running game.
Guy with the carry. Gain of 3 yards. 3rd and 3.
It's going to be 3rd and 3. You know what? That's something that the teams that like to run the ball like to do. They like to get 3rd and manageable. When they're in 3rd and long,
Right.
if they don't like to throw it, what are they going to do?
Correct. It's good football. Good power football, Mikey.
Flag on the play. Gonna have to see who that was on. As they definitely didn't get enough on the run, but
penalty on the field.
gonna have to see if this is enough to give the Jaguars a first down. Oh, it's a sideline warning on Rustin. But you get one warning before you actually lose yards. They get warned again. They're gonna be giving up some yards, so it's 4th down for the Jaguars. Are going to have to punt. So Rustin's defense doing a good job so far tonight.
4th and 4. Garnet Valley elects to punt.
Back to
Back
punt
deep to
is
punt, number 3,
Buttermore.
Jacob Buttermore.
Good snap there. Great kick. Just caught by Colin Hurley. Brings it back to the 44-yard line. Best field position of the night for Rustin.
Yes, that was a good kick, but a pretty good punt return.
And Mike, what have you thought about what Rustin's done so far tonight on defense? So it's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. They've marked it. Golden Knights trying to put points on the board. Getting coached by Coach Mike Sinclair. Frazier with the carry. Man, he held that ball a little far there for a second. I was worried it was going to be another fumble, but He held on to it.
Gain of 5.
And Carl, you
Second
talked
and 5
to
for Rustin.
Coach Sinclair before the game. He wasn't pleased with what the temperature was, but it's nicely cooled down. It'll make him a little bit happier.
He parked right next to me, Mikey, and he said it's pretty hot out there. Not great football weather.
So 2nd and 6 for the Knights. As they're trying to get this offense going. In my mind, if an offense is struggling, you want to get the hands on your playmaker. They got to get the ball to Pringle. And it is a toss to Pringle. He switches fields, finds a hole. Flag on the play.
Cy Pringle with the carry for no gain. Penalty flag on the field.
Again, it's just kind of like the preseason and the pros. You're going to see a lot of penalties first game of the season.
Yeah.
And it does go on Rustin. As you can see, one of their offensive linemen very displeased, just throwing his hands up. It was Jack Falone not pleased. I don't know if he thought the foul was on him, but either way, it's back in the Golden Knights up again. They'll get a minimal, gain to 2 or 3 yards, and then get a penalty. So 2nd and long for the Knights. 2nd and 21. They're still having some scoreboard issues. Pringle with the carry. He's got room to run. He's still going down the middle of the field. Ty Pringle. Can they get him? Gets pushed out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Huge run by Pringle.
Mark down at the 1-yard line.
But there's a flag on the play. Wow, that was a play that have to think that's against Rustin. That play was getting the players fired up, the fans fired up. Have to think it's going to be called on Rustin.
Yeah, that was. He had the daylight. And that's what he does when he has daylight. He's a breakaway back.
And honestly, I don't know if that flag had anything to do with the. I think he had enough space anyway, but the holding call, as you said. Yeah, the coordinator next to us for Rustin not pleased at the call. I mean, this has got to be, the 3rd holding call on Rustin already?
3rd holding call, and that was a killer. You got to see what Ty Pringle can do if he gets some space, huh?
Yep.
He has that
Pringle
cutback
with
ability.
the great run, but it is negated.
What else you got? Strike!
I mean, you don't have many plays in the playbook for this down and distance.
There's a play.
And you know what? Smart move. Timeout Rustin. Calm their players down. They're disappointed that they just had a big run negated. But you know what? That gives a chance to talk about our friends from Chester County Transmission. That's right, Chester County Transmission is Chester County's auto repair pro for all your auto needs. They are family owned, and Chester County Transmission pledges to all their customers that we will repair your transmission using the most cost-effective repair methods available. It's not hard to see why they've been trusted since 1980. They're located at 2343 East Lincoln Highway in Coatesville and can be reached at 610-384-2879. Or you can go to ChesterCountyTransmissions.com and get a repair quote 24/7. That's Chester County Transmission for all your auto repair needs. And coming up tomorrow from 10 to 3, there's going to be a donations-only car wash at Chester County Transmission benefiting Metzler's Gymnastics. Come on out and get your car cleaned up and help a great local business. I think if you're a Rustin fan, you would think it would be great if you could have a big play not negated. Again, I don't even know if that hold actually had anything to do with busting that run.
I'm not sure because it looked like it was open from the start. They had a great space, great opening.
Dropping back the pass. This time he's got plenty of time. He's got a man wide open. pass is completed. It's going to be a first down.
Grant pass caught by Brandon Frazier.
Brandon Frazier with the carry. And no flag.
No flag. So that was a beautiful play. It was wide open and a nice catch.
And forgive us if we're not given the down and distance as frequently as the scoreboard here, where it actually has the down marker. It's kind of out, and the updates of the distance are not being done accurately. So we're trying to get it to you as best we can. And no gain on the carry.
Short gain,
Nick
second and
Benoit.
9 for Rustin.
So Rustin finally getting the drive they've been looking for. There's 2:30 to go in the first quarter. It's 3-0 Garnet Valley. It's a team that likes to run it, but it's a great passing play. They can see what happens when they actually give the quarterback time. It's a handoff to Forrest Rosser. Got to be third down for the Golden Knights. Ball on the 29. They got to get it, excuse me, on the 24. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Be big if they can get this first down, keep this drive going.
Yeah, they need this.
Their defense has been great so far, but want to give them as much a break as they can against the power running game of the Jaguars. Toss play to the outside. It's Frazier. Again, he makes me nervous how he holds that ball out sometimes.
Yeah.
When he goes to make his cut, he just holds it out.
I think he got the first down, Mikey. So that was it was a pretty good run because he could have been
First
stopped
down,
there. And, he had
And
good
it is a Golden
penetration
Knight
to
first
get
down.
through.
So they're really mixing it up between the backs. It's not just been Pringle and Frazier. They've also added in Forrest Rosser. I know Coach Ritchie from Garnet Valley said they have a lot of guys that like to give the ball to, so a lot of guys getting reps tonight.
Yep.
Under a minute to go in the first quarter, 3-0 Garnet Valley. And it's going to be another timeout, for the Golden Knights. 3CTVLive.com Chessmont Game of the Week on Chessmont Football is also brought to you by Barnabas Westchester. Barnabas Westchester is a group that exists to help people that are involved in some sort of career transition. Whether you're unemployed, underemployed, returning to the workplace after a long absence, or maybe just thinking about switching careers, they're here to help you. Barnabas Westchester meets in the community room of Providence Church, located at 430 Hannum Ave in Westchester, every Monday from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. All are welcome. For more information, go to barnabaswc.org or email info@barnabas.org. Again, Chessmont Game of the Week is brought to you by 3CTVLive.com, but also broadcasting the games on ChessmontFootball.com. If you'd like to make a donation or sponsor 3CTVLive.com, you can call 610-306-9492. It's 3CTVLive.com. 3CTV Live will take you there. Handoff up the middle to Rosser.
Good strong run there, Mikey. He could have been stopped and he was able to pull for at least 3 yards there. So
we're down to under 30 seconds in the first quarter.
2-yard gain, 2nd and 8, Rustin from the 17.
So 2nd and 8 from the 17-yard line. And you know what? They're going to let the time run out in the first quarter.
The score, Garnet
So it's
Valley
going to be Garnet
3,
Valley 3,
your Golden Knights 0.
Rustin 0. Okay, we said that the Daily Local and Philly.com had this as a very close game. Philly.com said it was going to be 23-21 Rustin. Daily Local said it was going to be 24-21 Rustin. So it's been a little bit more low scoring than we were expecting. But overall, it's been a strong defensive game like we were expecting.
Yeah, Rustin's hurt themselves with the turnovers and the penalties. Hopefully they can score here and get the lead.
3C TV Live's Chestnut Game of the Week aren't you brought to you by Beaver Creek Tavern. That's right, you've heard me talk about them for years with their great menu. It's a full menu available all day, classic American fare, and that delicious bison burger you've heard me talk about so much. They also have live music always going on the weekends. You can play your own events there.
Tonight's game is being
like Beaver Creek Tavern.
If you know someone that couldn't make it down to the stadium tonight,
tell you what, that bison burger sounds delicious right now. Can't go wrong with bison. Also got a gluten-free option there if you're watching what you're eating. So the Golden Knights trying to put some points on the board. I feel like if they're going to do that, it's going to have something to do with Ty Pringle.
Rustin starts the second quarter on the 17-yard line, 2nd and 8 for the Golden Knights.
Handoff up the middle.
Nice run there by Brendan Fraser, Mike again.
Fraser bouncing back after that opening carry fumble.
First down, Rustin.
So the Golden Knights just tacking on first down after first down this drive. First and goal from the 8. Now I keep mentioning Pringle, but again, a guy like Fraser does give you options. Maybe put them both on the field. Defense isn't going to know who to go after. Man in motion. It's Fraser with the carry. Met by several Jaguars.
Brandon Fraser with the carry. Gain of 1.
So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 7. The Rustin fans trying to cheer on their boys. Got a little "Let's Go Rustin" chant going.
Yeah.
It's one thing I love about college football. You don't just, high school football. I love college football too. Same thing actually. You got the parents that are there. You got the fellow students, and then you got alums that come back. And that's the 3rd and final timeout for the Golden Knights. That was the first game of the year, but this is getting ridiculous.
Unusual, no timeouts left in the first half.
Well, you know what? We are in the Philadelphia area. Perhaps they watched Andy Reid for years with his clock management.
And Crozier Family Practice and Dr. Mike Crafton.
So when we get back from this timeout, it's going to be then 2nd goal from the 7, 10:52 to go here in the first half. That first quarter was pretty much just the story of running the ball, but then a big pass by Rustin. That's what kept this drive going. Don't be surprised as the game goes on to actually see less penalties because some of the nerves are gone, getting a little bit more disciplined.
Mikey, I just see that I was wondering why Ty Pringle wasn't in. I believe that's him there. He might be hurt.
Yeah, there he is, Pringle,
see him over there?
Being looked at by the trainers.
Is it maybe from heat exhaustion or something like that? You know what I mean?
Now they're taking him to the locker room, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like they stopped by the water or anything.
Yeah.
Rolling out. Wide open. It's a touchdown. Pass complete to JT Aloso. So nice play call. 7-yard touchdown passes. Yeah, the coordinator's actually just going, he's open, he's open. They finally threw it to him. But you know what? Better to make sure you can get the pass to him. Took their time. Rustin's got the lead.
That was a nice call, Mikey. A nice setup there. And it made that look pretty easy. So good play by the quarterback, good patience.
Yeah, Locio made sure he got the ball before he started running. Kick is up and it is no good. You know what? First game of the year, first half. Got to get my favorite saying in. You got to be sound in the kicking game.
That was Cole Gallagher that missed that extra point.
And it's the 3C TV Live Chestmont Game of the Week on ChestmontFootball.com. Promised it was going to be a close game. That's just what it is. As Rustin marched down the field, got the touchdown, missed extra point, but they currently lead 6-3. Can Garnet Valley answer? .47 to go in the second quarter. You know, it's interesting. You pointed out Pringle, leaving the field. Very next play they score. A lot of teams, when they lose their best player, somebody will say, you know what, I got to step up. I got to be the playmaker now. And it was a guy we didn't even talk about when we were talking before the game, getting the touchdown reception. It's the next man up mentality.
Yeah, they've been able to use the pass effectively in that drive. The two big plays were pass plays.
You know what, that's what you got to do. If you're a team that likes to run, you still like to keep that option of the pass open. So that way they're not putting 8 men in the box so you can't run it.
Exactly.
Cole Gallagher getting ready to kick it off. And going down, and wanted to make sure he held on to the ball and not fumble, was Austin Patton.
Yeah, that was a good job by him. You just want to secure the ball because you're going to get pretty good field position.
So 1st and 10 from their own 36. Garnet Valley trying to take the lead back. And not surprisingly, it's another handoff for the Jaguars. Handoff goes to Danny Guy.
Garnet Valley stopped in the backfield, number 56, Adam Asamoah.
There's your guy again, Asamoah.
2nd down and 10 for the Jaguars.
Good penetration by Asamoah again.
Everything we were hearing before this game was saying defensively, you got to look at him. Another handoff, another minimal gain for the Jaguars. This is right where Rustin likes to be. They got the lead. He has a team that's trying to out-tough them.
Gain of 3, 3rd and 7 for Garnet Valley.
You're going up against the Golden Knights, you're not going to win a toughness battle. Even though it is a program like Garnet Valley that's known for their strength. Dropping back to pass. And the pass is complete. Going up and grabbing that ball. Even though there was 3 guys guarding him, was Colin Davis. Davis missed last season with an injury. But Coach Ritchie was saying he had a great offseason. Nice job there going up and getting the ball. Yeah, last year out with a back injury. Coach Ritchie said he had great hands. He showed him off there. It's a run up the middle, falling down, but getting enough for the first down.
26, Matt Lassick.
Jaguars moving the ball now. Matthew Lassick.
Gain of 8. 2nd and 2 for the Jaguars.
Sorry, I said the name wrong. It's Coach Ricky. Apologies to his friends and family watching. And falling down after taking the toss. Ooh, little extracurriculars there. And there's the flag. Late flag, but I think it was legitimate. And Matthew Lassick with the carry. He fell down. But you know what? Unnecessary after the play. It was after the play ended, if they're calling it correctly. So it's going to be, you know, they lose the down because the play happened, and then they lose all those yards.
Yeah, that was not an
smart play
intelligent
there.
play there.
They say play to the end of the whistle, but as soon as that whistle is blown, you got to stop. They've yet to show what down this is going to be. It looked like it should have been a dead ball foul. We have to see. There they go. They just changed it to third down.
Personal foul against Garnet Valley. Third down.
3rd and 20 for the Jaguars, a team that, despite the nice pass play on this drive, really doesn't like to throw it. Run up the middle. Nothing there, so the Jaguars are going to have to punt.
Number 3,
Good job by the defense. They stayed home on that play. No real opening up the middle.
I mean, I know a lot of coaches like to not risk trying to do like a deep throw in that play. Just do the safe play, get some yards, play field position. But the Golden Knights were not fooled.
They didn't get off the field, Mikey.
Flag on the play.
That's gonna be a penalty.
Rustin gets a good return from Shane
Number 14,
Glacken.
Collins Hurley with the return. Penalty flag on the field.
It's going to probably come back, right? The two guys didn't get off the field. So as soon as I saw that, the flags came flying.
The refs talking about it, make sure they get the right call. Hurley with the good return there, the sophomore. And you are correct. Penalty is against Rustin. They didn't get the players off the field. You want your players to know where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be there. The refs are still talking about it. Checking with Garnet Valley to see what they want to do. I want to thank you for watching this game on ChestmontFootball.com. The Rustin Golden Knights lead 6-3 over the Garnet Valley Jaguars. Rustin of the Chestmont American Division Conference, Garnet Valley from the Central League. And Mike, what have you seen thus far from Rustin defensively that's going to make it tough for Garnet Valley to try and come back?
Well, Rustin was invigorated by that 6-point score that I think both sides of the team are going to, actually all three sides, special teams included, are going to bring it home.
No, it's not. Read the rule.
And the refs are still getting this figured out.
The Chester County Sports Hall of Fame is dedicated to
might
preserving
finally
the
have it figured
athletic
out,
history of Chester County.
Still don't have any play going on.
Who distinguish themselves on the playing field or
Nothing fans hate more than when the refs make themselves the stars of the
Whether
show.
born and raised in Chester County or spending portions of their athletic involvement here, Hall of Fame members such as Mike Piazza, Dick Vermeil, and Albie Kelly are great examples of Chester County sports high achievers. Chester County Sports Hall of Fame is in search of new active members. Find us online and sign up today.
It's 15 if they participate.
So they ruled at a 15-yard penalty. Their coordinators here for Rustin are incensed because they're saying if you're involved in the play, it's a 15-yard
They
penalty.
called that a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, they're ruling, I guess, that those players were involved with the play.
Yeah.
But it's still going to be a punt by Garnet Valley, but it's going to be a lot different field position.
He's moving.
On the ball. Did that ball hit off a Rustin player? It did not, but it's going to be down.
I think he thought that was a live ball, Mikey. That's why he ran in and tried to secure the ball there because it could have been recovered by Garnet Valley.
Here the Rustin players
Yeah, I believe he did
poison,
save a touchdown there,
meaning
Mike.
not to touch the ball, and it did bounce off a player. Oh, wait, another flag on the play. And you know what? It's another sideline warning. This time, though, it's going to be on Garnet Valley. I thought they were going to call it on Rustin. So that's going to help field position for the Golden Knights. What a costly penalty that illegal substitution was. 7:59 to go here in the second quarter. We're at Rustin High School in Westchester, Pennsylvania. It's the Chessmont Game of the Week on ChessmontFootball.com. Ball on their own one. No room to run.
Tim Durant with the carry. Gain of 2 yards. 2nd and 8 for Rustin.
So gain of 2. Again, just trying to get any room they can.
Yeah, he got a couple yards.
2nd and 8 for the
Gotta
Golden
get out
Knights.
of away from that end zone as much as you can.
Yes.
You know what I'm curious to see, it worked so well last drive. Did they try play action here? I know they're in their own territory. Or did they try play action just to get the big play? They just brought the man in again. They got that touchdown.
Also, Mikey, Ty Pringle's back in the game also.
So they got Alosio in who got the touchdown. They got Pringle back in the game. Whistle before the play. And it's going to be another penalty on Rustin, so that little bit of yardage they got, they lost it.
That'll be half the distance, but that's only half a yard or so.
One thing that's going to kill Rustin tonight is all these penalties.
Again, first game of the year, you usually see a lot of penalties, but this is getting ridiculous because it's not the type of penalties you don't like to see a player hold, but you can understand that a little more than pre-snap movement or illegal substitutions. As you said, those are the penalties that drive coaches insane. Pringle got off the field. I think we said too many men on the field again. But room to run for Frazier as he lowers his head, bounces off a tackler, carries that ball all the way to the 9. Great job by Frazier.
Gain of 7. 3rd down and 2 for Rustin.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 2. If Rustin can get this first down, it's going to be big. It's going to give their defense even more of a rest, but also keep this drive going, try and win the field position battle. Oh, jumping off sides. No flag thrown.
How is that not a flag?
But it's going to be enough for the first down for the Golden Knights.
They were definitely offside on that play, but they didn't call it, Mickey. But they got the first down anyway.
So 1st and 10 for the Golden Knights. Rustin right now just trying to get out of the hole they're in field position-wise. But they'd like to put more points on the board. So they lead 6-3. Pringle with the carry. The Jaguars pouncing on him. Nice job by the D.
Ty Pringle with the carry for no gain. 2nd down and 10 for Rustin.
Yeah, it was a good run by Pringle. Good defense as they stuffed him for just a 2-yard gain.
Kind of curious to see if Pringle has lost a step due to his injury, or they have him out there at half strength, or what?
I think he's okay, Mikey.
And plenty of room to run, and it's going to be a first down. It's Alosio.
40, JT Aloso with the carry.
Alicia, who scored the touchdown. Nice run. Nice run by the fullback.
This is where I get confused with the pronunciations. We're saying Alosio, they're saying Aloso. Both seem like they make sense. If we're saying it wrong and his family's watching, we apologize.
Yes.
And almost sent an extra player on the field again. And wow, we get to that in a minute after this carry. Another flag on the play. But you could see Coach Sinclair just incensed by one of his players trying to run on the field right when the play's about to happen. Legal procedure on the Golden Knights.
Against Rustin.
How many pre-snap penalties can a team get?
It's ridiculous, as you said earlier. The number of penalties, the pre-snap penalties, it's just too much for the coach, and he's going ballistic.
And we got clarification. It's actually Alicio.
Alicia.
Okay, Alicio. Well, we know who that is. That's Ty Pringle.
Ty Pringle got stuffed pretty good there, and then maybe a 1-yard gain.
Ty Pringle with the carry. Short gain. 2nd and 11 from the 25.
4:15 to go in the first half. Golden Knights leading 6-3.
Frazier and Benoit are in the game.
Man, Rustin again getting players off the field late. I don't know what the communication issue is they're having. That pass is complete, but bobbled. Pass caught by Colin Hurley, and the bobble definitely cost him yards.
He had the first down when he bobbled it and came back.
3rd and 10, Rustin.
I stand corrected. That was not wouldn't have been a first down play.
So it's safe to say that except for the way the defense has played for both teams, it's been a fairly sloppy first half, but guess what? Either one of these teams isn't going to care how they played so long as they get the W. Yeah, they're going to work on stuff for the upcoming games, but if you get a win, mistakes just seem to be a little bit smaller.
Well, that's what it's all about, Mikey. Both teams have been pretty sloppy in this first half.
What has been the key for the Rustin defense shutting down the Garnet Valley offense so far?
We are insurance, we are farmers.
Carl, what would you say the keys for Rustin's defense has been for stopping Garnet Valley's offense so far tonight?
I think it's been the defensive line. Their up front defensive line has really held fast. Osmo's been terrific, and they've done a real good job there.
3rd and 10 for the Golden Knights. Pass is deflected and it's incomplete. Got a very frustrated.
That was just a poor pass, Mikey. No deflection on that. Just a poor pass, and he was open.
Yeah, Tim Durant very frustrated that pass was deflected.
Okay.
Now the Golden Knights are going to have to punt.
I guess we won't see a replay, huh?
You can see that even though they're leading, some of the Rustin players is walking out the field feeling a little defeated that they not really moving the ball as they'd like. They averaged 33 points a game last season.
Wonder if the heat has anything to do with the play in the first half. What do you think?
Great punt there. But an even better return, still going. Jacob Buttermore. What a return, and Garnet Valley already in scoring position.
He's their best offensive player, Mikey, and he got some room and he made it happen.
But there's a flag on the play.
Let's see what the flag is on.
Illegal block in the back on the part of Garnet Valley.
It's a referee's timeout, looks like. We'll be right back after this word from D'Ambrosio Auto Group.
Now till Labor Day, Jeff D'Ambrosio Destination Downingtown is having a huge price reduction sale. Jeff is making it easy for you to buy that new vehicle. Get up to $12,000 off a 2016 Ram truck. Lease a new Jeep as low as $99 a month. Over 2,500 vehicles in stock. Savings up to $12,000. Plus our goal of 100% credit approval. Jeff makes it easy to make the right deal. Hurry in now to get the easy deal of a lifetime. Jeff D'Ambrosio Auto Group Destination Downingtown. The easy dealership. Nobody beats Jeff. If you want it for less, you gotta see Jeff.
To thank and acknowledge the many local businesses for their continued support to the Rustin football program, including Matrix Productions, American Packaging, Bricktown Oven, Fence Authority, Kelly Sports, Dave's Automotive, the Michael Hardscaping and Landscaping, and Duffer's Pump.
Are we still?
Looked like a face mask to me on that play.
Carried by number 3, Jacob Buttermore, taken down by Brandon Frazier. There's a penalty in the field.
No, it's not!
Horse collar tackle against Rustin.
Was he trying to prove a point or something? No, it's not!
First and 10, Garnet Valley at the 37-yard line.
Let's go get the hand. In front of the line!
Nice gain there by Garnet Valley. They wanted to go for the deep pass, but great coverage by Rustin.
Gain of 7 yards. Second down and 3 for Garnet Valley.
Second and 3 for the Jaguars.
Number 7, Danny Guy on the carry.
It's going to be a first down, Garnet Valley.
Gain of 4, first down, Garnet Valley.
Toss play.
Chester County's most trusted insurance
That's
agency.
Buttermore.
That's a hold on the outside!
Lots of room to run.
Yeah, it was a great fake by the quarterback there on the option, and Buttermore has the speed to get outside.
Garnet Valley trying to put points on the board before halftime, and with plays like that, they're definitely gonna.
Yeah, it's very interesting sitting up here with the coaches. They're calling the game for the refs as they normally would do, but to have it right by our side, it's
Handoff up the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown. Garnet Valley.
That was Buttermore.
Nice
Good
job.
blocking by the offensive line there.
And nice job blocking Buttermore, who you've said has been their best offensive player.
Yeah.
Pending the extra point. Right now it's 9-6. Garnet Valley.
Important extra point, big. get him a 4-point lead.
The kick is up. Great booming kick.
Baltimore completes the
10-6. Garnet Valley with the lead.
Rustin
With
6.
2:06 to go here in the first half. We'll see if Rustin can score before the half after this word from Miller's Insurance.
At Bryant University in Rhode Island, 100%.
She's the most important thing in our lives.
Are we doing enough to provide for her?
Protect your family for today and a lifetime of tomorrows. Life insurance from Miller's Insurance Agency, serving our Chester County community since 1975 and a partner with Erie Insurance. Above all, in service. Contact us today for a no-cost consultation. Miller's Life Insurance. We're here today for your tomorrows. Visit online at miainc.com.
Back deep to receive the kick for Rustin, number 23, Brandon Frazier, and number 24, Nick Benoit.
So great job there by Garnet Valley on that drive. Couple big plays, and then Baltimore leading the way for a team that, you know, based on the power running game, was a very efficient drive.
It was an excellent drive by the Jags, and they got the lead, and we got 2 minutes to go. Second quarter.
It's also the deepest kick they've had all night. And a good bounce. Trying to make a couple guys miss. Nick Benoit, great return.
Nick Benoit,
and surprisingly, no flag.
First and 10, Rustin from the 39.
That was Nick Benoit with a great return, Mike. He got it all the way to the 40-yard line.
You know, I'm not sure, but I think that was the first kicking play that there wasn't a flag on.
We had the one with Garnet Valley where the guy fell down pretty much right away, but yeah, where there was actually an attempt at a return. So can Tim Durant lead the Golden Knights down the field to put at least 3 points on the board, or get a touchdown, take the lead back? Pringle with the carry. But a swarm of Jaguars is there to meet him. He tried to make one man miss. 3 more showed up.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go on that play.
You can tell he's frustrated.
6 yards.
Situation like this, when your best player is having trouble getting room to run, find him on a screen maybe, quick slant, just something to get his legs going.
Yeah, they got to find him somehow in space, definitely.
Minute 27 to go here in the first half. 10-6, Garnet Valley with the lead. Again, multiple defenders there to meet Pringle. He was actually able to gain some yards this time, but nowhere near what they needed. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Golden Knights.
Let's see what they're going to do here. Mikey, they've got quite a distance here. They might have to pass the ball on this play.
I mean, Durant's shown that he has the arm. The 3C TV Live Chessmont Game of the Week on ChessmontFootball.com. Durant takes it himself, runs up the middle. And he gets past the original line of scrimmage, hits another 2 or 3 yards on top of that, but not enough for the first down.
Yeah, not a bad design play. They had 3 guys wide out. So it looked like they were going to pass, and then they faked it, and the quarterback ran. So it was not a bad play.
Good job, Garnet Valley. Go with the clock management, calling the timeout. They want to see maybe there's going to be an issue on the punt. So 59.4 seconds go here in the first half. Garnet Valley's got a player down.
Thank the following sponsors. United Methodist Church.
Always hate to see an injury, especially this close to halftime.
McElroy and Harvey, Bradford White, Techno Restaurant and Wine Bar, Matrix Medical Concussion.
3C TV Live's Chestmont Game of the Week is brought to you by Chester County Transmission. Chester County Transmission is Chester County's auto repair pros for all your auto needs. They're family owned, and Chester County Transmission pledges to all their customers that we will repair your transmissions using the most cost-effective repair methods available. It's not hard to see why they've been trusted since 1980. Visit them on ChesterCountyTransmissions.com and get a repair quote 24/7. That's Chester County Transmissions for all your auto repair needs.
102.
Located at 2343 East Lincoln Highway in Coatesville. Nice punt there. No return. That's pretty much exactly what you wanted on that punt.
Excellent punt.
Jaguars will take over.
Kind of hit. It was kind of like a side kick on the side, but it was a very effective.
Rugby style.
Yes.
And folks, just to let you know, this Saturday, that's right, folks, tomorrow from 10 to 3, there's going to be a donations-only car wash at Chester County Transmission benefiting Metzler's Gymnastics. Come on out and get your car cleaned and help a great local business. Garnet Valley trying to get tricky there, acting like they were going to throw it, but it was just a draw play, seeing however many yards they can get. Something I used to see a lot when I was in college. Rich Rodriguez with his spread offense loved calling draw plays. Worked out really well for them, but then they also had Pat White.
Oh, fumble.
Ball comes out.
Yes.
That's recovered by Rustin.
Rustin
Wow,
has
talk
it.
about your all-time backfires. Garnet Valley trying just to put some points on the board
Tim Durant,
before the half.
the quarterback.
Durant was a starting linebacker last year and starting again this year. So now Rustin has a chance. Now, don't they wish they didn't waste all those timeouts early on?
I was just going to say that with no timeouts, they get one play on the field running and half will end before they could get the field goal team out.
They got to try and do a couple throws near the sideline, get out of bounds, or get first downs. Clock stops for them to reset the down and distance marker, but still great opportunity for Rustin. That pass is almost intercepted. Nice job defending the play there by Shane Donegan.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Donegan. He almost intercepted the ball. He got a hand on it.
Dangerous throw by Durant. I mean, he had his man, but he got to make a perfect throw there.
Yeah, he could have
Still
had
plenty of time, 26.3 seconds. I mean, I know they missed an extra point, but you got to have confidence in your kicker. He can make a field goal, so they can just get one decent pass play here. I mean, they even have enough time to spike the ball if they needed to. Screen pass to Frazier. He's got enough for the first down. Clock has stopped to change the down and distance marker. They're going to go up there. The coordinators are calling for him to spike the ball. And Frazier looked like he was injured on the play. Durant under center, quickly spikes the ball, stops the clock. Great job there. I thought he was going to go out of bounds, but he fought to get the extra yardage. But he may have gotten injured in that little extra bit of running he did.
That was an excellent call on that short pass to Brandon Frazier. Very quick design, but it had a nice opening and,
That's
got him some guard.
That's what we said with Pringle. Just get the ball in his hands. It works for Frazier, too.
Yeah, just a little bit of space is all they need. They're really good running backs.
So still 16.8 seconds left in the second quarter. Low snap. Durant drops back the pass.
Oh.
Dangerous play, though, because there was a couple Jaguars right in front of where that route was being run. But, hey, no harm, no foul. 12.8 seconds to go. What do you think? Did they try and do the pass to the end zone? Did they do a pass to the sideline to give themselves more time? What do you think?
I think they'll throw a pass to the sideline, get out of bounds, and attempt a field goal because they're definitely within field goal range at this point.
I don't know. I feel like Durant, though, he'd love to see his team put a touchdown on the board, take this lead back. We're about to find out. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The pass is intercepted. Durant's going to try and catch up to him.
That's Buttermore, Mike. Touchdown.
And that is an interception return for a touchdown as time expires at the half. Wow. Horrible throw. Not even, I don't understand what that route was because he wasn't going to, trying to maybe make a man miss. I don't know.
Very dangerous play. Very
bad
dangerous.
Throw gets deflected. I don't think Pringle realized it was intercepted at first because he didn't react right away.
It really wasn't Pringle's fault. I don't think he had much of a chance to get that ball.
You can see coaches on the sideline there for Rustin just losing their minds as that ball was being returned. And wow, not the way you want to end the half. You got a turnover in your favor where you're trying to get points before the half. You just said, hey, they're going to just try and get themselves a field goal. But instead, ball gets returned off an interception, and now you're down 16-6. Extra points good, 17-6. And you can tell Rustin players just don't really know how to react right now.
I see a lot of heads down on the Rustin sideline, on the field with Rustin players. They're upset visibly.
Garnet Valley took a timeout there. Again, just we are at 0 seconds on the clock, so it's just going to be the extra point. And then we're going to be at halftime. So at a minimum, Rustin's going to be down 10 points at the half. And the way the extra points have been for Garnet Valley tonight, this should be through the uprights with ease. Jason Rose is going to be kicking. Kick is up, and it is good. So it's halftime at Rustin Stadium. Garnet Valley Jaguars 17, Rustin 6. And before we go to a halftime here for the broadcasters, what did you think about the end of that first half? Do you think Rustin's going to be able to, compose themselves at halftime and come back out and not just, as you said, they had heads down? Will they be able to recover from what just happened?
That's a great question, Mikey. They're dejected at this point, and it's going to take one great pep talk by Coach Mike St. Clair.
If you're Garnet Valley, do you go in at halftime and say, guys, let's just keep doing what we're doing? Or do you try and make adjustments because you have the lead, but really, short of that interception return there and short of one good drive, you haven't done much.
Yeah, I think Coach Ricky is probably going to tell them, that they were fortunate to get that lucky bounce and a great play by Buttermore, but this game is far from over, and he's going to let them know that they need to continue to play good, solid football in the second half.
All right, so again, the score is 17-6, Garnet Valley leading Rustin. We'll be back with second half action here at Rustin Stadium. It's the 3C TV Live Chessmont Game of the Week on chessmontfootball.com. Stick with us.
Now till Labor Day, Jeff D'Ambrosio Destination Downingtown is having a huge price reduction sale. Jeff is making it easy for you to buy that new vehicle. Get up to $12,000 off a 2016 Ram truck. Lease a new Jeep as low as $99 a month. Over 2,500 vehicles in stock. Savings up to $12,000. Plus our goal of 100% credit approval. Jeff makes it easy to make the right deal. Hurry in now to get the easy deal of a lifetime. Jeff D'Ambrosio Auto Group Destination Downingtown. The easy dealership. Nobody beats Jeff. If you want it for less, you gotta see Jeff.
It's game time, Alan.
But there's a flag on the play.
What do we do?
Well, hey, you didn't advertise with 3ctvlive.com. How do you do that, Mike?
Log on to 3ctvlive.com or call the number on the screen.
So you don't
fumble away an opportunity to advertise this great Chestnut game.
3ctvlive.com will take your business there.
And we'll take you there.
Hi, I'm Alan Foster, and this is
Amber Little, and we are
3ctvlive.com. Listen, we're coming to you today asking for your help. In order to produce the programs that we're looking to do, we're going to need your help. We're going to do this through donations and through sponsorship.
Absolutely, Alan. And you can actually go right to our website, 3ctvlive.com, and click on the Donate Now button at the top right-hand corner.
You hit Donate Now, it's going to come up with a window. You're going to fill out that information and send in your donations. Listen, Amber and I will come out and do a live commercial for you.
We will, Alan. And actually, I know there's a lot of businesses, small businesses in the Chester County community here that need the marketing and advertisement right on social media, and 3ctvlive.com can do that just for you.
But in order to keep this program alive, to bring you the school board meetings, to bring you the sports, this is how we're going to fund this operation. So Amber and I are here asking for your help.
That's right, Alan. And in fact, again, going to 3ctvlive.com and clicking on the right-hand button, the Donate Now button, will allow you to donate today.
All right, let me explain to you how to donate. It's a very simple process. You go to our website, 3ctvlive.com. On the right-hand side, you'll see a button. It will say Donate Now. You hit that button. What happens is it comes up, fill out the information, send it off to us. We want to appreciate everyone who has donated in the past, and we look forward to your donations in the future.
From all of us at 3ctvlive.com, would like to thank everyone that has donated to this cause to allow us to continue to stream to you the different community events that happen here in Chester County. The next time you would like to sponsor an event with 3ctvlive.com, please email us, alray@3ctvlive.com, and let us know what you would like to do for your next sponsorship.
Hoping to see you soon out there in the world, Chester County. We're coming.
3ctvlive.com. Please enjoy the next program.
Chester County's most trusted insurance agency. Whether it's for your automobile or your home, a life insurance policy, or coverage for your business. Since 1975, Miller's Insurance Agency has been protecting homes, property, people, and businesses throughout Chester County. Miller's guides you every step of the way, providing the best options, getting you the right policy that works best for you. Contact us today for a no-cost consultation. Miller's Insurance Agency. We're here today for your tomorrows. Visit online at miainc.com.
Hey, Mike, how are you doing?
Oh, good, man. How are you?
What are you doing here?
Just getting some gas, man.
Hey, listen, I'm glad I ran into you. I missed that Coatesville game the other day.
How'd you miss it? 3ctvlive.com is live streaming Chestnut games every Friday night.
Are you serious? I could have watched this live streaming on the computer or on my iPhone?
You could have watched it Friday Night Live or the following Monday after a game. They're archiving the games. You can watch it then. Watch it as many times as you want to.
Wow. You know what? I'm never going to miss another one of these Chestnut games. I'm going to go to 3ctvlive.com and I'm going to watch these games.
All right, man. I'm glad I could help you out.
Thanks, Mike.
Don't thank me. Thank 3ctvlive.com, because 3ctvlive.com
they'll take you there.
Looking to advertise your business? Well, 3ctvlive.com would like to welcome you, the business community, to advertise on our Game of the Week Chestnut League for 3ctvlive.com. Please contact Al Ray Johnson of 3CTV Live at 610-306-9492. Again, 3ctvlive.com welcomes the business community to advertise live on Game of the Week Chestnut League.
now till Labor Day. Jeff D'Ambrosio Destination Downingtown is having a huge price reduction sale. Jeff is making it easy for you to buy that new vehicle. Get up to $12,000 off a 2016 Ram truck. Lease a new Jeep as low as $99 a month. Over 2,500 vehicles in stock. Savings up to $12,000. Plus our goal of 100% credit approval. Jeff makes it easy to make the right deal. Hurry in now to get the easy deal of a lifetime. Jeff D'Ambrosio Auto Group Destination Downingtown. The easy dealership. Nobody beats Jeff. If you want it for less, you gotta see Jeff.
It's game time, Alan.
But there's a flag on the play.
What do we do?
Well, hey, you didn't advertise with 3ctvlive.com. How do you do that, Mike?
Log on to 3ctvlive.com or call the number on the screen.
So you don't
fumble away an opportunity to advertise this great Chestnut game.
3ctvlive.com will take your business there.
And we'll take you there.
Hi, I'm Alan Foster, and this is
Amber Little, and we are
3ctvlive.com. Listen, we're coming to you today asking for your help. In order to produce the programs that we're looking to do, we're going to need your help. We're going to do this through donations and through sponsorship.
Absolutely, Alan. And you can actually go right to our website, 3ctvlive.com, and click on the Donate Now button at the top right-hand corner.
You hit Donate Now, it's going to come up with a window. You're going to fill out that information and send in your donations. Listen, Amber and I will come out and do a live commercial for you.
We will, Alan. And actually, I know there's a lot of businesses, small businesses in the Chester County community here that need the marketing and advertisement right on social media, and 3ctvlive.com can do that just for you.
But in order to keep this program alive, to bring you the school board meetings, to bring you the sports, this is how we're going to fund this operation. So Amber and I are here asking for your help.
That's right, Alan. And in fact, again, going to 3ctvlive.com and clicking on the right-hand button, the Donate Now button, will allow you to donate today.
All right, let me explain to you how to donate. It's a very simple process. You go to our website, 3ctvlive.com. On the right-hand side, you'll see a button. It will say Donate Now. You hit that button. What happens is it comes up, fill out the information, send it off to us. We want to appreciate everyone who has donated in the past, and we look forward to your donations in the future.
From all of us at 3ctvlive.com, would like to thank everyone that has donated to this cause to allow us to continue to stream to you the different community events that happen here in Chester County. The next time you would like to sponsor an event with 3ctvlive.com, please email us, alray@3ctvlive.com, and let us know what you would like to do for your next sponsorship.
Hoping to see you soon out there in the world, Chester County. We're coming.
3ctvlive.com. Please enjoy the next program.
Chester County's most trusted insurance agency. Whether it's for your automobile or your home, a life insurance policy, or coverage for your business. Since 1975, Miller's Insurance Agency has been protecting homes, property, people, and businesses throughout Chester County. Miller's guides you every step of the way, providing the best options, getting you the right policy that works best for you. Contact us today for a no-cost consultation. Miller's Insurance Agency. We're here today for your tomorrows. Visit online at miainc.com.
Hey, Mike, how are you doing?
Oh, good, man. How are you?
What are you doing here?
Just getting some gas, man.
Hey, listen, I'm glad I ran into you. I missed that Coatesville game the other day.
How'd you miss it? 3ctvlive.com is live streaming Chestnut games every Friday night.
Are you serious? I could have watched this live streaming on the computer or on my iPhone?
You could have watched it Friday Night Live or the following Monday after a game. they're archiving the games. You can watch it then. Watch it as many times as you want to.
Wow. You know what? I'm never going to miss another one of these Chessmont games. I'm going to go to 3ctvlive.com, and I'm going to watch these games.
All right, man. I'm glad I could help you out.
Thanks, Mike.
Don't thank me. Thank 3ctvlive.com, because 3ctvlive.com
They'll take you there.
Looking to advertise your business? Well, 3ctvlive.com would like to welcome you, the business community, to advertise on our Game of the Week Chessmont League for 3ctvlive.com. Please contact Al Ray Johnson of 3CTV Live at 610-306-9492. Again, 3ctvlive.com welcomes the business community to advertise live on Game of the Week Chessmont League.
Now till Labor Day, Jeff D'Ambrosio Destination Downingtown is having a huge price reduction sale. Jeff is making it easy for you to buy that new vehicle. Get up to $12,000 off a 2016 Ram truck. Lease a new Jeep as low as $99 a month. Over 2,500 vehicles in stock. Savings up to $12,000. Plus our goal of 100% credit approval. Jeff makes it easy to make the right deal. Hurry in now to get the easy deal of a lifetime. Jeff D'Ambrosio Auto Group Destination Downingtown. The easy dealership. Nobody beats Jeff. If you want it for less, you gotta see Jeff.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, the winning number of the 50-50 raffle, 721852. Again, that's 721852. If you're a winner, please report to the announcement booth.
The Westchester Golden Knights are currently trailing 17-6 to the Garnet Valley Jaguars, and it was an interesting ending to the half. We're going to recap the scoring and then talk about what we saw. Getting the scoring underway was Garnet Valley. Jacob Buttermore, you're going to hear that name a lot in this recap, kicking the field goal to put the Jaguars up 3-0. But Rustin took the lead, scoring a touchdown. JT Alosio, got it right that time, there you go. Alosio with the 6-yard touchdown reception. But they missed the extra point. Got to be sound of the kicking game. But then it was Buttermore, Jacob Buttermore with a 3-yard touchdown run, giving Garnet Valley the 10-6 lead. And then at the end of the half, following a turnover by Garnet Valley, it was Rustin trying to drive down the field, put up points. Poor pass by Durant. It was a route that didn't look like it was going to lead to a touchdown anyway. Pass was thrown slightly behind Pringle. Pringle deflects it, goes right to Buttermore. Buttermore brings it back for a 90-yard interception return for a touchdown. So that's how we stand at 17-6. And Carl, talk about Buttermore in that first half. There wasn't very many big plays for Garnet Valley, but he seemed like he had all of them.
Yeah, he sure did, Mike. Which is the outstanding first half by Buttermore. Every opportunity he got, he made a big play on. The punt return, the interception return for a touchdown, the run. And he certainly was the outstanding player for Garnet Valley.
And then for Rustin, Ty Pringle, we were expecting to really see him do a lot, but he was pretty much stopped. It was Brendan Frazier. Brandon Frazier had the two biggest plays of the half, a good play and a bad play. Talk about what Rustin has to do to get those key players going.
Yeah, I just think, they got to avoid the penalties. I think, they could run Frazier and Pringle and be successful with some maybe short passes. to either of them actually, and but I think they just have to avoid the penalties. Too many penalties, too many mistakes, and that's why they're down 11 on the scoreboard, and they need to eliminate those errors for them to get back in this game.
We've seen Durant be able to throw the ball when he wants to, but again, that play was so questionable that led to the interception. I don't know if they were thinking maybe Pringle could just, make the guy covering a miss. And I know you want to put the ball in your playmaker's hands, but what a dangerous throw, and boy, did that cost them. And they have to kick off, so Garnet Valley has the lead and they're getting the ball.
Sometimes you see a team trying to score and they're just don't go about it the right way, and it goes back the other way, and it really hurts you. So we'll see what happens here in the second half as we start.
Down, they're set to kick off for Rustin.
So doing the little pooch kick that's actually going right out of bounds. I actually think that might have been intentional. I don't know if they just were afraid of the Garnet Valley return game or what.
This looked like a poor kick to me.
So it's going to be Garnet Valley with great field position to start the second half. They lead by 11. And it looks like we're going to have a re-kick here. Because there's actually a procedure penalty. I thought the procedure penalty would have been kicking out of bounds, but I guess there was another procedure penalty. So it's going to be a re-kick. And trying to get the second half underway again, this time kicked inbounds. And it's still going to be great field position for the Jaguars. I don't know if they just don't trust the leg. I don't know if they just don't trust the leg of their kicker or if they're afraid of the return man or what, but you don't want to give a team that good a field position. Handoff goes nowhere. Again, the Rustin defense really hasn't given up that many big plays. Just a play here or there to Buttermore, but the biggest play of the game, it was when their offense was on the field. Garnet Valley really struggled in that first half to get things going. The Rustin student section trying to get their boys fired up doing the USA's men's national team chant. We will win, and there's a fumble. Falling back on the ball was Dominic Bertome. Wow, that would have been big for Rustin if they could have gotten that football.
Yeah, Dominic, he was slightly injured in the first half, but he appears to be okay. And fortunately for Garnet Valley, he recovered that football.
3rd and 15 for the Jaguars. Ball's on the turf again. I want to say Jaguar was right there. And Garnet Valley keeps the football, but wow. Rustin has to be thinking, why can't the ball come to us? So Rustin defense did what they wanted to do. They got off the field quickly. Oh, is that a fumble? Didn't touch him. That's going to be the rule by the ref. They're discussing, and it's Garnet Valley football. They're saying it touched him. And you know what? I'm not seeing any argument by Colin Hurley. He's not acting as though it didn't touch him. If it didn't touch him, he would have been flipping out at the refs. But no, that bounced off him, and wow, costly turnover. Rustin almost recovered 2 fumbles. Now it's Garnet Valley.
I thought that he didn't touch the ball. Valley has it.
So can the Jaguars get something going on this drive? And just as expected, it's the exact same play calling we've been seeing. Remember in movie Remember the Titans, when explaining the veer, he said it's just like Novocaine. Just keep doing it, give it time.
Again, Asamoah made the stop, Mikey, on that play. Just really tough to get out of the middle of that line.
I mean, where Garnet Valley is at on the field, this is kind of the in-between area where it's not really field goal range, but you're definitely not punting. But forget about worrying about that, as this is going to be a first down carry by Danny Guy. As Frazier is down again for Rustin. It's the second time we've seen him come up injured. 3C TV Live's Chessmont Gaming Week is brought to you by Barnabas Westchester. That's right, Barnabas Westchester is a group that exists to help people that are involved in some sort of career transition. Whether you are unemployed, underemployed, returning to the workplace after a long absence, or maybe just thinking about switching careers, they're here to help you. Barnabas Westchester meets in the community room of Providence Church, located at 430 Hannam Ave in Westchester, every Monday from 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. All are welcome. For more information, go to barnabaswc.org or email info@barnabas.org.
Frazier walks off the field under his own power. But that's a 1st and 10 for Garnet Valley, dangerously close to the end zone. They're on the 11-yard line of Rustin.
And Carl, we saw a Garnet Valley player down on the sideline as well, and that was actually
1st and 10 Garnet Valley at the 11-yard line.
Danny Guy. I don't know if he was cramping or what, but some star running backs getting banged up.
Yeah, he had a good run.
Another handoff up the middle. I feel like we're going to be saying that for the rest of the night.
26, Matt Lassick on the carry.
You know, the Rustin defense, they're a very strong defense. You know, they're a lot of tough guys, but the offense has to give them some chances to rest. I mean, they came out to start the second half. They're able to get a stop defensively, then boom, turnover right away. Toss play. Great job taking the hit and keeping his legs going, dragging defenders.
He went down to the 3-yard line.
34, Dominic Bertone right there.
Yeah, Bertone, as you said, he was injured at one point in the first half, but great hard running. Got hit a couple seconds after getting the ball. Just kept the legs moving. You know, my favorite player of all time, Walter Payton. What made him great? He always kept his legs going. He welcomed contact because he knew he could just keep going, get that extra yard or two. And fittingly, Bertone wears number 34, just like Walter Payton. Taking it himself for the touchdown is Nick Giuliano. 2-yard touchdown run, and Garnet Valley adds to their lead.
Garnet Valley sends their lead 23-6.
Great fake by Giuliano on that play. They set it up, and they thought that he was going to the running back, and Giuliano faked it and walked in.
I don't know if that was a zone read or if he was supposed to take it all the way, but the kick is up, and it is good. So it is 24-3, excuse me, 24-6.
Garnet Valley 24.
Garnet Valley. So Rustin's fans can't be happy that their defense was doing a great job, but they just keep being out on the field. Juilliard in the corner. So Garnet Valley has to be ecstatic with how this game is going.
Watermore set the kick. Back deep for Rustin. Nick Benoit inside Pringle.
Waiting, letting that ball try to go to bounds, but it stays inbounds. And that's leading to a decent return. Bringing it all the way back to the 30. He wanted that ball to go out of bounds and just wouldn't do it. And almost sprung something really big.
Benoit on the return, taken down by number 59, Joey D'Antonio. First down, Rustin at the 30-yard line.
So Rustin trying to put some points on the board. Their offense is actually getting a chance here. The defense didn't commit special teams. Their special teams didn't commit a turnover. So Ken, Pringle, and Frazier and Durant get the Golden Knights finally going. And it's a nice run there by Benoit. Didn't even mention it there.
13 and a first down, Rustin.
You need a few more plays like that. Get them going. This is an important drive, wouldn't you say, Mikey?
Yeah, they definitely don't want to give Garnet Valley good field position. That first down, you know what that does? That says, hey, we're still in this game. We're still fighting. It was a big hit at the point of attack, but kept the legs going. But Frazier's coming out again. I still don't think Frazier's right. Do you think we're going to see Frazier come back in? Because he keeps getting banged up.
Frazier's definitely coming in because he walked off on his own power last play he went down.
But he just dropped to this turf quickly. I don't know. Maybe he's cramping up. That might be the issue. It might be cramping.
It's very hot. It's very humid. I think that you're going to see a lot of cramping up as the game goes on.
Trying to find room to run, but nothing going. Pringle's still down. And they lose Pringle when they already have Frazier down. And you know what? Looks like Pringle is hurt. So we're going to go to commercial, hear from our friends at D'Ambrosio Auto Group. Hopefully Ty Pringle's okay.
Now till Labor Day, Jeff D'Ambrosio Destination Downingtown is having a huge price reduction sale. Jeff is making it easy for you to buy that new vehicle. Get up to $12,000 off a 2016 Ram truck. Lease a new Jeep as low as $99 a month. Over 2,500 vehicles in stock. Savings up to $12,000. Plus our goal of 100% credit approval. Jeff makes it easy to make the right deal. Hurry in now to get the easy deal of a lifetime. Jeff D'Ambrosio Auto Group Destination Downingtown. The easy dealership. Nobody beats Jeff. If you want it for less, you gotta see Jeff.
And looks like Pringle just got up. He's walking off the field on his own power. Great to see. You know, it's not been the best night on the field for him, but
Chester.
An injury will make that night even worse. Frazier's still down. And what do you think? You think that's a cramp, or do you think it might be something more? I think Pringle is definitely cramping. What do you think about Frazier?
It looks like they're treating a cramp. They had his leg up and they're pushing down on his foot. That's typical treatment.
Durant in the shotgun. Low pass, man, on the interception he threw. It was too high. There it's too low. You know what I'm thinking is a problem for the offense right now is I definitely think they're having some confidence issues.
Intended for number 14, Colin Hurley, is incomplete.
I don't know if, if they can get that confidence back, or, as you said, they were hanging their heads at halftime. Can they get the confidence back?
I think they can. I think that we're seeing that in progress right now.
And 24-6, Garnet Valley with the lead. 4th and 5. And Rustin has to punt. They're in their own territory. Punt down to the 20. Oh, and it's a reverse on the return. Great stiff arm. You know, there wasn't a lot of room to run, but
Denny Nealon on the return.
Denny Nealon with a great stiff arm.
And they're starting from their 30 on that punt.
If you're Garnet Valley, just keep doing the power running game, or do you maybe try and hit him with a quick pass play to catch him off guard?
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything real fancy. Just play ball control and work the clock, and and maybe they can get get the Golden Knights in poor field position.
I was talking to a parent during halftime, and I asked him. I said, what are the since Coach Ricky is I'll get to finish that point in a moment. Hand off up the middle. Gain of 2. So I was talking to this parent. I said, Coach Ricky used to be with the team, coaching every season but one since 1986. What do the parents? What does everybody think about him in the community? He goes, you know what? We're a band family, but even we know these players love playing for this coach. I mean, sometimes you have a team that wins, but the players, are fearful of the coach. But you can tell these players love playing for Coach Ricky. Rustin's defense coming up big again. Can they get the 3rd down stop?
Rustin's defense is holding it together for them at this point. The offense has to get that spark in order to continue doing something in this game, because the defense is going to get tired.
Yes, the 3rd and 10. I think right here they're probably going to run the ball again and and take the best shot.
So I mean, it's a chance for reaction. Oh, I thought we were actually going to finally see a pass. Instead, it's a running play. Not going to be enough for the 1st down. Maybe if he kept running straight, he'd have something, but he tried to make the big play. Ended up costing himself a little bit. So Rustin's going to get the ball back. Nice job by the D.
Defense is holding it together, but they're going to tire out if this continues at this pace. Almost blocked on that punt.
That punt's going to go out of bounds. Number 9, Joe Doherty, got pretty close to that ball. We'll be back with Rustin's drive right after this word from Miller's Insurance.
Number 24 for Rustin.
Chester County's most trusted insurance agency. Whether it's for your automobile or your home, a life insurance policy, or coverage for your business. Since 1975, Miller's Insurance Agency has been protecting homes, property, people, and businesses throughout Chester County. Miller's guides you every step of the way, providing the best options, getting you the right policy that works best for you. Contact us today for a no-cost consultation. Miller's Insurance Agency. We're here today for your tomorrows. Visit online at miainc.com.
So we're back at Rustin Stadium, 24-6. Garnet Valley with the lead. Pringle with the carry, trying to switch fields. And what a job Garnet Valley has done tonight against the talent that is Ty Pringle. And he had almost 1,300 rushing yards last year, 19 touchdowns, and they have shut him down. But unfortunately, another injury, possibly another cramp.
Going back to the first half, Ty Pringle had a fantastic run that was called back from a penalty. That shows the strength and the football IQ of this player.
Again, you're watching this game on ChestmontFootball.com, which is brought to you by 3CTVLive.com. Tell you what, want to keep seeing these great games? Go on and donate. Or if you're a business looking to get your word out there, generate some extra customers, join the businesses you've heard tonight and advertise on 3CTVLive.com. For more information, call 610-306-9492. That's 610-306-9492. 3ctvlive.com. We'll take you there. Second and 15 for Rustin. And Pringle's really struggled except for that one play that was called back. Durant with plenty of time, but what a bad throw. I know he was on the run, but he had Forrest Rosser wide open. And Carl, the face you're making right now.
That was just a horrible pass.
I mean, do you think Durant is more like the quarterback we saw that made 2 or 3 nice passes in the first half, or is he more like the quarterback that threw that interception is really struggling to find his receivers in this half?
I think he's struggling to find his receivers. I think he is very dejected, and he's letting the score of this game go to his head.
Well, it's 3rd and 15. Obvious passing down. I know tonight we've seen a lot of runs on long down distances, but good quarterback has a short memory. He needs to forget these passes as he's getting incomplete on. But it is going to be a running play. But room to run is Frazier, and he's got enough for the first down.
Brandon Frazier with the run.
Big run by Brandon Frazier.
First down, Rustin.
Frazier seems to be picking up the slack where Pringle's abilities are not coming into play in this game.
And I'm glad I added that point about it's usually a passing play down, but we've seen tonight it's a lot of running in 3rd and long as Benoit's back on the field. Frazier came off, and he's on the ground again, and they're trying to get his leg going. I literally think he's cramping up after every run.
They're using a rolling pin on him.
There's 2 flags on the play. Have to think it's on Rustin. I remember you told me back when we used to ref soccer that the hydrating is done the night before the event. So by the time you're drinking water when you're already dehydrated, it's already too late.
Absolutely. And when that happens, heat cramps can turn into dehydration, can turn into heat stroke, etc.
And we have another player down cramping.
With these players.
Another player down cramping. Pringle comes off the field again. He drops his helmet. He's got his head down. I mean, just a lot of issues.
It's Benoit's cramping, Mikey.
So far,
every running back that runs the ball for the Golden Knights seems to be cramping after every run.
Yeah, and they're struggling in the passing game. So, I mean, if you're Coach Sinclair, at some point there's nothing you can really do at this point, right now. Your players keep cramping. As you said, once you're already cramping, it's too late. So Benoit comes off the field. Frazier's up and walking around again. He's looking like he's ready to go back out on the field.
1st and 15 from the 42-yard line.
You hate to see, players going down. At least it's not serious injuries. That's the good news.
Well, it's 81 degrees out right now, and it's not that. It's the humidity. It's the heat index.
Weather.com lied because they said it was supposed to be a low 70s, high 60s tonight. Maybe these players read that same forecast. Pass is complete, but nice tackle. Pass was complete to Michael Covert, but Denny Nealon, great job just getting an arm on, knocking him down.
Excellent throw for Durant on that one. And they could have, if he could have broken that, he might have had a big game. But again, great job by the defense.
Sometimes you do shorter passes to get your quarterback confidence. Durant under center. Rolling out the pass. And there's another flag on the play, so it's not going to make him feel a little bit better that he had a man wide open again, but another poor throw, but another flag.
Thrown in the area of offensive holding.
I mean, how many procedural penalties, how many holding penalties has Rustin had tonight? Coach Sinclair is a coach that loves discipline.
That was a face mask by Garnet Valley.
Oh, Coach Sinclair is going to definitely be pleased about that then. But just looking at the running backs on the sideline, I mean, looks like Frazier is about to go get assistance on his leg again. Pringle's continuing to look like he's maybe having some issues. I mean, I feel bad for these kids with this cramping right now. So Pringle back in the game, 3rd and 11.
Should be second.
Sorry.
5, right?
They finally changed the scoreboard. It's actually 2nd and 6. So the scoreboard issues continue. Hand off to Pringle. He's able to get what he can, but you can see there, he's just trying to wait for the blockers to set up a hole for him. No room.
At the same time, you've got Garnet Valley swarming the players, and Pringle is down.
And same story on this play. Running back with the carry. Running back goes down. .3CTV Live's Chess Mock Game of the Week is brought to you by Chester County Transmission. That's right, Chester County Transmission is Chester County's auto repair pros for all your auto needs. They are family owned, and Chester County Transmission pledges to all their customers that we will repair your transmissions using the most cost-effective repair methods available. It's not hard to see why they've been trusted since 1980. They're located at 2343 East Lincoln Highway in Coatesville and can be reached at 610-384-2879. Or you can go to ChesterCountyTransmissions.com and get a repair quote 24/7. That's Chester County Transmission for all your auto repair needs. Also coming up tomorrow from 10 to 3, there's going to be a donations-only car wash at Chester County Transmission benefiting Metzler's Gymnastics. Come on out, get your car cleaned, and help out a great local business.
Timeout, Rustin. Rustin football boosters would like to thank and acknowledge the following local businesses for their support of the Rustin football program. United Methodist Church, Lewis Hopkins and Williamson Insurance, McElroy Harvey, Bradford White, Tekka Restaurant and Wine Bar.
So I really don't know what to say at this point as far as the players cramping. We literally might have a long ending to this game just because every play the players are going down.
Yeah, like Mike said, it can't be solved by, taking in some water now. It's already too late. Really, in the pros, they'll go and get intravenous. They'll go out and get intravenous. It's going to take 30, 45 minutes with an intravenous strip, and they obviously can't do that here.
And Dr. Mike Cratchit.
I wonder if there is a contingency in the rules for the refs to say, all right, enough is enough with all these players cramping.
I mean, I don't really think they can. I mean, unless they called the game, and I know Rustin's not going to want that. Durant's pass, just not enough on it. Really lucky that was not intercepted.
Mikey, that was Buttermore again on the great play by Buttermore. Again.
His man was open, but he just didn't get enough on it. If Buttermore would have intercepted that, it would have been a guarantee. He's our player of the game.
Yeah, Buttermore scored once, twice, 3 times so far.
And in different ways, a kick. He scored offensively, defensively, and in special teams. It's the type of things you usually only see in high school football. So Rustin has to punt because it is still only the 3rd quarter. They might be down 18, but still plenty of time.
Great punt.
But unfortunately, it's going to go into the end zone, so the net's not as strong. But still, you know what? Considering some of the kicks we've seen tonight, I think they'll take Garnet Valley getting the ball on their own 20.
1st and 10, Garnet Valley.
Another factor to consider is, high school football, usually the players play both ways. Well, if these running backs keep cramping on offense, then defensively there's going to need to be a substitute coming in for them.
That's a very valiant point you made right there.
I mean, you already got Durant, the quarterback, who's, playing linebacker. So 1st and 10 from their own 20. Garnet Valley continues to try and get the power running game going in this half. But no room to run. The Rustin defense has to be thinking, you know what? We've had 2 almost fumble recoveries on one drive. We need to force a turnover now, maybe actually get a touchdown ourselves defensively, because the offense is just not getting it done right now. 2nd and 10. Great job by the defense. Again, just surrounding the ball carrier, wrapping up, and that time they didn't let the back keep, pump their legs and keep going for extra yardage. But there's another player down.
Carried by number 7, Danny Guy.
Don't know if it's a cramping issue again. That's the way they're going to the legs. Want to say it probably is. It was Guy with the carry there. I don't know if I remember ever seeing a game where this many players went down for cramping, and we've seen some games in like 100-degree heat. Can definitely tell you the strength and conditioning coach for Rustin is going to make sure these boys drink a ton of water before their next game.
Rustin Athletic Department would like to thank the following supporter.
I mean, just in anticipation of how I was going to beat on it, how many bottles of water did you have before you came out here?
About 8. I wasn't taking a chance of going down. Remember, our crew went down with heat issues.
So the player is up. The player that was down there was Durnell, the senior lineman.
But you have to remember, Mikey, when I drink water during the summer, I usually have 8 bottles every day, sometimes 10.
And make sure that you're always properly hydrated. But, I mean, I'm starting to wonder how many plays we can go in a row without there being an injury issue. Another run up the middle. And, Carl, as you said, really all Garnet Valley is looking to do is just keep trying to eat up this clock.
Yeah, I think they have confidence in their defense. They can hold Rustin down. I don't think Rustin's been able to answer between their problems on the offensive line and the running backs just not able to stay healthy. It's pretty tough going.
Garnet Valley is going to let the clock run out. That's going to do it here for the 3rd quarter at Rustin Stadium. 24-6, Garnet Valley with the lead. And we were expecting it to be a little bit of a closer ball game, and really it's just been Buttermore, and Buttermore. And it's been the star players for Rustin. Before they were cramping up, they were really having issues.
And those issues are continuing with the cramps. And that is obviously what's going on. They're not serious injuries unless they get to a point of utter dehydration.
Carl, what do you think Rustin can do just to get something going? I mean, we've seen when they've tried to pass, there's been a lot of dangerous throws, but when they're running, they're losing yards very frequently.
Yeah, I think maybe real short passes, Mikey, might be the way to go, just to try to get them in a little bit of open space.
So Rustin's going to get the ball back. They should get very good field position as the return man standing on his own 40. As we get ready to start the 4th quarter here. Nice punt. The fair catch was called for by Colin Hurley. I think he just didn't really know what the rule was there. He called for the fair catch, but he let it bounce, and then he grabbed the ball, and they thought, oh, well, I called for the fair catch, I can't run.
No, I think he was trying to fake him out, Mikey, there. It's a live ball. Once you let it hit the ground.
And you've been hearing me say it for how many years, Mike? It can apply to so many different things. You got to be sound in the kicking game. It's not just can you make your field goals, can you make your extra points. It's can you get good punts, can you get good punt returns. We saw a turnover on special teams where the ball bounced off a guy. I mean, I know people probably get sick and tired of hearing me saying it, but it always seems to have a big impact on every game. I remember Dick Vermeil, with the Eagles, he was huge on special teams, and he was a pioneer really in the special teams game.
He created special teams when he was with UCLA.
I mean, I know some teams don't focus on it as much, but, I'm a Chicago Bears fan. When we were at our best, we had Devin Hester running back kicks left and right. And just the field position battle is always so important. So why would you not devote more time to your special teams? So that's just a bad mistake there, costing yards for your team.
He lost 5 yards on that.
Durant, play action. Great play action, but great coverage there. The cornerbacks were not fooled. Dangerous throw. I mean, that was a better play action than I've seen Sam Bradford do since he's been with the Eagles. But, yeah, it wasn't good enough because the corners weren't fooled. And why would they be fooled, really? Because what's the running game done tonight for Rustin?
That was a great play by Brandon DiCamillo. He got in front of that pass, and it was actually a pretty good throw by Durant.
So 11:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. 24-6, Garnet Valley leads. That pass is complete. Breaking the tackle and still going is Jack Brosnan. Nice job by Brosnan. That's what they were hoping was going to happen with Pringle at the end of the first half.
Yeah, that's that short pass I was telling you about to get a one-on-one, and then you break the tackle, and there was nobody out there. So that's the type of plays they need to do to get going. So let's see if they can do more of that.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Brosnan get the ball a couple more times here in this quarter.
Nor would I, because they're showing a little life right now, and he's a player that can get it done.
And guess what? It was a big play by a Rustin player, and he didn't start cramping. Handoff up the middle. Another thing to look at as far as the players going on cramping, Garnet Valley's defense is getting a break every single time that's happening. I mean, it's the first game of the year. As much as you try and condition yourselves to get ready for the first game, every extra second you get to take a breather is huge. So you hear the Rustin coordinators just wanting the team to get moving, to start, yes, there's 10:52 on the clock, but you got to hustle.
Didn't they jump? Why did they jump? Did anybody?
Yeah, I definitely thought there was an offsides there, but it was not called.
I don't know what the referees were thinking on that play. I think both teams were offsides. That was embarrassing. What do you think?
Yeah, we've seen some interesting things occurring tonight, from penalties to turnovers to poor passes. You see it all in Chestnut Game of the Week. That pass is complete, and breaking the tackle is Colin Hurley. He's still going, making another man miss. He's inside the 5, and it's a touchdown. 42-yard touchdown reception by Colin Hurley. And surprisingly, no flags on the play. And I was going to say it was a well-timed job by the defense, actually, on a man who was trying to come in for a rush, but fantastic job by the offensive line, giving Durant a time to make the throw. And that's twice on this drive where they had a man on one-on-one coverage, making a big play, making a man miss. I mean, now it's making more sense why they tried to do that play to Pringle at the end of the first half. Just didn't have the desired result. Now it's 24-12, and the kick is up and it is good. So it is 24-13. Garnet Valley with the lead, but Rustin showing they will not go quietly into that good night.
That's just an excellent play all around there. Again, hitting Colin with a great pass and great breakaway speed and into the end zone. Big play, and Rustin has a chance now.
It was a nice job by Hurley. He was running up the sideline, but he decided he was going to make that move in the middle of the field. And I think Garnet Valley in that situation was like, well, you know what? He got us. We've said Hurley's name a few times tonight, not only for positive reasons, but this Rustin defense, they've come up with a couple of stops tonight, but they've also been getting worn down by this power running game. Do you think that the defense is going to have enough to maybe force a 3-and-out here?
I do. They just got the spark they need to do that. They're still in the game. There's plenty of time left.
You know, they're able to overcome, if they're able to get a win tonight with the turnovers that have occurred, with the players going out with the cramping, that's really going to propel them this season to say, we overcame such adversity. Now again, they still are down by 11, and that missed extra point earlier could come up big. But still, they got to be happy they got that touchdown.
Got it! Got it! Got it! Got it! Oh!
Garnet Valley is going to start this drive with great field position. They have the ball on their own 40.
That was an onside kick there, Mikey. That unfortunately they had this Haynes team on there. And,
onside kicks are hard to execute at the professional level. But can the defense get the stop? First and 10 on their own 40, exactly 10 minutes to go here in the game. Handoff up the middle, no room to run.
Gain of 1.
What Rustin really needs to be careful of for the rest of this game is they cannot afford any penalties that will allow Garnet Valley to extend drives, because every first down Garnet Valley gets, this is going to be 3 more downs that they have to waste time. 2nd and 9.
What do you think, a pass here?
I think they're just going to keep running, keep turning that clock down, and taking it himself is Giuliano. And Giuliano ran for a touchdown early on in this half. And we got another player down for Rustin. Looks like another cramping issue. I want to say it's Steven Spack, number 11, the senior. TV Live's Chessmont Game of the Week is brought to you by Barnabas of Westchester. That's right, Barnabas of Westchester is a group that exists to help people that are involved in some sort of career transition. Whether you're unemployed, underemployed, workplace after a long absence, or maybe just thinking about switching careers, they're here to help you. Barnabas Westchester meets in the community room of Providence Church, located at 430 Hannam Avenue in Westchester. They meet every Monday from 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. All are welcome to attend. For more information, go to barnabaswc.org or email info@barnabas.org. Watching this game on ChessmontFootball.com's 3CTVLive.com's presentation of the Chessmont Game of the Week. And the slot receiver is not covered right now. If they do a quick pass, which they had no interest in doing, looks like they got enough for the first down, but I can't believe that they didn't just try to do a quick pass. I'm surprised to see. I mean, I guess they just don't want to risk anything, but wide open wide receiver there. And I know that the coordinators for Rustin are starting to get frustrated. They're thinking there's some movement before the snap. I think a couple times they've been right. I don't know about that one, but Garnet Valley's not really had any procedure penalties tonight.
Yeah, good job by the offensive line on that to get that first down.
And more time coming up the clock as there's 8:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. 24-13, Jaguars with the lead. Giuliano takes it, so the ball comes out, and Rustin has the ball, and the referee who was closest to the play did not blow that play play dead. And that is Golden Knight football. Giuliano was maybe a couple inches away from being down on the turf. That ball just came out. I looked right to the referee that was closest to the play, and he never did anything. He never started pointing. He was down. He was down. So, wow, what a turn of events for Rustin.
And that was the break Rustin needed to possibly turn this whole thing around. There's only 8:22 left, but hey, anything's possible.
Yeah, they had just given up a first down to allow for more time to come off the clock, but wow, Giuliano, you got to hold on to that ball there.
Yeah, it was a big play there, and that's exactly what they needed. So let's see, they got 49 yards to go to get back in this game.
8:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. As you said, 49 yards to go. I mean, they need to get 2 scores. So, oh, and there's a flag on the play. Looks like it's delay a game, and it. Now, one thing that's different for high school fields as opposed to college and pro is not every high school actually has a visible play clock. You know, I know Downtown has it, but you know, if you're the quarterback, you gotta have that internal clock that's going, all right, this is how much time I have, because you don't have anything to look at. I find it surprising not every field has the play clock, but
one of Rustin's competitors, Henderson, has a field clock, and that's an older stadium.
That's Benoit with the carry.
Carry by number 44, Kevin Sneed. Gain of 6 yards, 2nd and 9, Rustin at 48.
So they get the penalty yards back and add on one more.
That was Kevin Sweeney on the carry, number 44 for Rustin. So they're really getting into the running backs now with all the guys hurt.
Another handoff. There's Pringle. I said Benoit. All I saw was the 4.
Yeah.
As you said, they're just really getting into all the backs now. And you can hear the coordinators from Rustin say, guys, hurry, hurry, hurry. Because, yes, there's 7:43 to go, but you got to have some urgency. Because every second you're giving up right now is precious. As we see guys walking back to the huddle.
Let's go, pick it up.
Big play here, Mikey, 3rd and 2.
I mean, I have to think no matter what, they're going to go for it on 4th down. This is not an area where they can kick a field goal. But you don't want to lose yards. And off up the middle.
Oh.
And it's going to be enough for the first down. Just keeping the legs going. And you can coordinators just going, yes, sweetie, yes, keeping the legs going. Great job.
There's your Walter Payton again.
Yep. Just always keep your legs going. The name of Walter Payton's book, Never Die Easy, was never stop fighting. And that right there got them a first down.
Great second effort on that play. He definitely was 1 yard short and kept moving his legs. Great effort.
I'd like to bring up a couple times during the year the movie Any Given Sunday, the Al Pacino speech about, you know, football is a game of inches. You live and die for that inch. Well, he lived and died for that yard. And, oh, wow, Durant falls down. And he is so frustrated with himself right now. But you know what? You got to keep going. You're costing yourself time now.
Yeah. I think he tripped over his own feet on that play. But they got to get some urgency going here.
But I
know they're not running a Chip Kelly offense, but they do have to move the ball a little faster.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate play, but you can't stop. You got to keep going, because now we're down to 6:40. So much time wasted between plays. You can't lose yards and then compound that issue, making it even worse by wasting time. No urgency right now. Durant dropping back the pass. He's got a man open. Pass is complete for a first down. Great job. You know what? That's Durant rebounding from the poor play. Pass complete.
First down, Rustin.
All the way down at the inside of the 30, all the way down to the 25.
His passing has been erratic tonight, but certainly this half he's made some really nice throws. That was a really nice throw.
You know, Hurley, the target he's like to go to in this half, he just came off the field. I think they're giving a little bit of a breather. And the handoff goes to Benoit. No room to run. Let's see how long it takes for them to run this next play, because they got to keep going here. That last play ended. There was 6:14 on the clock. I don't even think they're going to get this next play off before the 5:55 mark.
They're just huddling, and it's 6 minutes.
Yeah, gotta question the clock management right now. 24-13, Garnet Valley leads. They finally snapped the ball with 5:46 on the clock. Pringle with the carry. So not only do you not get a lot of yards on that play, you took forever to run that play. I mean, there's no hustle right now.
You always hear me talk about that sense of urgency. I'm not seeing it with Rustin.
3rd down and 1 for Rustin.
I mean, it's 3rd and 9. You have 5:20 to go here. If you don't get the first down on this play, you're either going to have to attempt a long field goal or go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, well, they'll probably have to go for it.
Every possession matters at this point, so they just had a player come off the field late. Oh, there's a flag on the play for that player getting off too late, I think. Pass is incomplete. I believe it was going to be an illegal substitution penalty, so they wasted even more time, and they lost yards. Then they going to lose yards because of the penalty. So 4:57 to go now. It's an incomplete pass.
Durant's pass intended for Sean Hopkins, incomplete.
For all the good that Rustin's done these last couple offensive and defensive drives, I can't believe this clock management. It's going to be a substitution infraction on Rustin.
We've had a lot of them tonight.
Which, heard the coordinators talking about it, they don't understand that penalty. They don't like that penalty. You can't make careless mistakes like that.
You can't win football games like that.
As they're still trying to get it figured out. And you know what? They're going to very intelligently decline the penalty. So it's going to be 4th down and 9. Rustin down by 11. They're going to have to go for it. I think that Garnet Valley would be smart here, only to send a 4-man rush, just drop back in coverage. I mean, you know that I'd be shocked if they run it. And they actually are going to kick it. They miss an extra point, and they have enough confidence in the kicker to attempt this 41-yard field goal. I mean, they need 2 scores, but they send out Cole Gallagher. Kick is up. And it is good, an exceptional kick by Cole Gallagher. We were questioning it, but hey, they see him in practice. They know, and that's being sound in the kicking game. So it is an 8-point game. Now, speaking of not being sound in the kicking game, missing that extra point earlier really could come back to bite them. But Rustin still in this ball game with 4:57 to go, 24-16. Garnet Valley the lead. I'm Mikey Dunn, joined by Mike Dunn and Carl Rudman. It's the Chessmont Game of the Week on ChessmontFootball.com. Rustin's defense has been able to come up with the stops they've needed. The offense has had some shaky moments, but they're good.
Can the defense do it again?
And if the defense does do it again, can it be a 3 and out? Because the clock really is becoming a factor now, because yes, Rustin scored on that drive, but man, how many seconds do they wish they had back on the clock? And they almost have, I still don't understand these personnel issues. Number 87 just ran off the field, and then they realized, oh, wait, we didn't have enough men on the field, so we had to run back on again. They keep not having the right number of players on the field. And this is a veteran team. This is a team that's returning all their, starting offensive line. They have a lot of guys back. Oh, he bobbles the fair catch, and that's recovered by Rustin. Unbelievable. The player was afraid to make a mistake, so he did a fair catch, but then he didn't catch the ball. Great job by Rustin recovering the fumble. Unbelievable. This is why I love special teams. So Rustin now just scored. They got 4:54 to go. They're down by 8. And now they have the ball in the 32, and the student section is getting fired up.
I think Garnet Valley's played this whole half defensively. You know what I mean? Like, they're not trying to score. They're playing the clock, and I think it's costing them, and now they're starting to turn the ball over.
They're starting to hand this game away. Durant under center. And, wow, and Rustin has to waste the timeout because the players didn't know where they were supposed to be. I really don't know what to say. I mean, players just have not known where they needed to be all night. They've not been on the field when they're supposed to. They've not been off the field when they're supposed to. They're not getting set right. And yes, it's nice they had all that momentum of the turnover, and then they have to call a timeout right away. And again, they are trailing in this game. You need every timeout you can get. They saw that in the first half.
You would think they were leading at this point the way they're playing the game.
Yeah, it's very sloppy. It's what you expect to see in the first game of the season. If Rustin gets out of this game with the win, Coach Sinclair is going to love practice next week because he's going to be happy that they won, but he's going to have so many teaching points for this team. And for Garnet Valley, Coach Ricky, right now he's just going to be hoping we got to get out of here with the W because his boys are really starting to falter. Did all the things that have been going against Rustin tonight. The penalties, the turnovers, the cramping. And off goes to Pringle. Gain of 1.5.
Second and 8 for Rustin.
But again, they got to hurry now. There's 4:44 left to go. Why is there still no hustle?
I think if they can get a score here, I don't think they necessarily have to go for that 2-point conversion. There's enough time.
I think they would go for the 2, but if they leave themselves enough time, it's not going to be the end of the game if they don't get it. But they're still going to start hustling.
Right.
If you're them, you'd like to see them get a score here with maybe like 3 minutes left on the clock. Frazier with the carry. And one benefit of where we're at calling this game, we are set up next to coordinators for Rustin. Keep hearing them saying the players are not lining up where they're supposed to, and that's why we're seeing a lot of plays that are minimal gains. I don't know how people are still not going where they're supposed to.
A lot of busted plays, as you said.
If it feels like a player just came off the field late again, if it feels like I'm repeating myself, that's because it keeps happening. There's been a player cramping up after cramping up. There's a player lined up wrong. There's been so many issues happening over and over again. Hand off to Frazier.
That was the exact same plays they ran the play before.
And you know what? You can see the effects of the cramping out on Frazier because he has really lost some speed that he had in the first half. And now it's 4th and 6 because they kept running it and weren't doing anything. And again, they're still taking their time. They're having to go for a 4th down in the game where they're down by 8. Why is there no hustle?
Well, they don't get this, they're going to need a turnover again.
Well, the last time they were in a situation like this, I thought they were going to pass and they ran it, but no matter what they do, they got to pick it up. Great pass rush. And getting the sack for Garnet Valley. Believe it was Monticello. Was the first time we mentioned tonight. All the reading we were doing up for this game said Monticello was the guy you had to look out for their defense. And wow, just the momentum they had of forcing that turnover. But to come in on the field and have to call a timeout the very first play and then just take forever to run plays. And then you turn it over and you actually lost yardage from where you started at.
Yeah, it was a great call on the blitz there. That really, really worked.
Giuliano taking it himself. And that timeout that they called really is going to come up big now because there's 2:38 left on the clock. Rustin down by 8. There's no reason for Garnet Valley to do anything but just keep running the ball. It's the Chessmont Game of the Week on chessmontfootball.com. 2:10 to go. Garnet Valley just eating up as much time as possible. Giuliano takes it himself again. Takes the ball up to the 45-yard line. Minute 57 left. 3rd and 3. Rustin needs the stop here. Now this is the time where if you're a coach, do you just run it again, have confidence that your guys can continue the power running game, or do you try to get sneaky and do a pass play? I'd say run. Giuliano looks to the sideline. You know what? Smart move, ran the clock as far down as they could. Coach Ricky calls the timeout. Talk it over, give his O-line a chance to catch a breather. I mean, it's been a fairly exciting game for as sloppy as it's been, but the mistakes have really cost both teams momentum tonight. I mean, Mike, do you think that if Rustin gets the ball back, would they have enough time to score? Carl, would you run it here or would you pass it here?
I would run it here, Mike. You don't take any chances. They can get the first down and pretty much take the game. The game will be over. And, there's no reason to take any chances throwing the ball on this play.
So just to ask again, do you think Rustin would have enough time to score if they can get the stop here?
No, I don't think they do. I think that they're out of the game completely unless there's like an INT. But they're going to run the ball.
But you know what? It's going to be a moot point because great run getting the first down there by Garnet Valley. And unless we just see a turnover or a miracle at a Rustin Stadium, that's probably going to put the final nail in the coffin for the Golden Knights.
A reminder, please, to fans.
That's about do it, Mikey. That was Austin Patton got the run, and good blocking by the offensive line on that play. And they only have 2 timeouts left, so.
Yeah, this is a Rustin team that usually makes the playoffs. They didn't make it last year. If they start this season off with a loss, what's that going to do for their confidence going forward?
I think they're going to look at this game in every aspect, and that includes the cramping up of all the players that we've seen come off the field all night.
It's a penalty on Garnet Valley. You know, people are saying they expect to see Rustin win the American Division of Chessmont this year. But, I mean, if they're going to do that, the penalties, the turnovers are really going to have to stop. So it's 47.1 seconds to go. We have seen some crazy turnovers tonight, so there's still a chance.
You mentioned the idea of the Coach Mike St. Clair, having some good teaching points this week. One of them is going to be, guys, you have to hydrate the night before or sooner.
Well, another coaching point, and I don't know why it wasn't being relayed already, is when you're trailing in a game and it's the 4th quarter, you gotta hurry up. You gotta have some sort of sense of energy. I mean, we talked about it earlier. This was almost Andy Reid level clock management. The first half, you had calling all your timeouts early, and then this half, just no urgency of running the plays.
Yeah. And they just called their last timeout.
Yeah, I think it's been a sloppy game for Rustin. They had a chance there to come back there at the end, but again, the mistakes just were too much to get it done tonight. So they have some work cut out for them, looks like.
40.3 seconds left on the clock. Garnet Valley leads 24-16. Rustin just hoping for another crazy play to happen.
I think at this time, if I'm Garnet Valley, I'm going to start kneeling on the ball. Rustin's out of timeout.
That's exactly what they're going to do. They are in victory formation. Most important thing here is the exchange between the center and the quarterback, and they executed properly.
It's as though Coach Mike St. Clair, by giving that last time out, by taking that last time out, was throwing in the towel.
Well, I mean, he had to stop the clock. I mean, no matter what, it was going to be a kneel-down situation. They really would have liked to have had that timeout back that they had at the start of the last drive when they forced the turnover.
With that, the final score, Garnet Valley Jaguars 24.
And the clock has hit all zeros, so it's Garnet Valley 24, Westchester Rustin 16, and was not quite the caliber. I mean, it was a competitive game, but it was a lot sloppier than we were expecting. Carl, final thoughts on this game?
Yeah, it kind of felt like a preseason game, that they're getting their feet wet. There are a lot of mistakes, both teams. I think both of them are both better football teams than they played tonight.
And Mike, I mean, although we didn't really hear from him as much in the second half, I'd say Buttermore was the player of the game, but I mean, it really, in the second half, it was a question of who was really wanting to win the game based on the mistakes.
They had a lot of Rustin had a lot of mistakes, and it cost them. The dehydration issue, I can't harp on that enough. These boys have to learn the day before, they've got to drink water ad nauseum.
Again, Garnet Valley was really trying to keep Rustin in the game, but Rustin just couldn't stop the mistakes.
No, they couldn't. And it's sad to see for the opening game of the year, your home opener. It's very sad to see for Rustin High School.
So again, both these teams expect to be playoff teams. As you said, Carl, expect both these teams to play better than what we saw tonight. But, there's some questions maybe that both teams have going forward. Durant being erratic passing, having Rustin, can they give the defense more breaks than they were? Can they cut down on the turnovers? And then for Garnet Valley, can they find somebody other than Buttermore to really do something? I mean, I know they're not looking for the big play every time, but in the second half, it was looking like they were going to give the game away because they really couldn't do much of anything there. So getting ready to send you down to Sierra Horsey with winning coach Mike Rickey as he's having his post-game conversation with his players on a game that was looking like might not go their way late in the second half. But my other favorite saying besides got to be sound in the kicking game is a win is a win. And really, if it wasn't for Jacob Buttermore, I don't know if they're getting that win.
And you play to win the game.
That's as Herman Edwards famously said.
That play at the end of the half was probably the key play in the game because put him out to 11-point lead. And, and don't forget that Rustin was trying to score on that.
And we did see in the second half when they had those plays where they hit a receiver one-on-one, and then he made a man miss, and that's what they were trying to do with Pringle. It just didn't work out. I mean, if that ball, if they complete that pass and he doesn't get into the end zone, we're still questioning it, saying, why do you call a play that's not in the end zone? But just the fact that it went back for a touchdown is really what cost them. They're getting ready to send you down to Sierra Horsey with Coach Mike Rickey. I want to thank you for tuning in to the 3CTV Live's Chessmont Game of the Week on ChessmontFootball.com. Going to bring you great games every week and ChessmontFootball.com, a subsidiary of 3CTVLive.com. That's right, 3CTV Live will take you there. Want to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Be D'Ambrosio Auto Group, got Beaver Creek Tavern, That's right, our friends at Beaver Creek Tavern. They got that delicious bison burger. They got live music Saturday nights. Got a full menu available all day. It's classic American fare. They got gluten-free options. Go see Stu. All the great people there. You got great service. That's right, Beaver Creek Tavern. Also want to thank our friends at Miller's Insurance, Chester County Transmission, and Barnabas of Westchester. So again, we're waiting for the post-game interview with Coach Ricky. This is one of the longer post-game conversations I've had, but you know what? His team just got a big win on the road against a quality opponent. And this is a team that, yeah, they made the playoffs last year, but they only had 7 wins. And when you see a team like Rustin on your schedule, you're saying to yourselves, well, this is going to be a tough one. We were expecting a lot of ground and pound football. Wasn't expecting to see as many turnovers as we did. But we did see Garnet Valley do just enough to win the game. I mean, do you think that Buttermore, when he gets on the bus tonight, he's all of his teammates are going to go, hey, thank you for keeping us in that?
Yeah, he certainly made all the big plays for them tonight. And I think his speed really, you could really see his speed in every part of his game. And I think that makes the difference for him.
And for Rustin, as a football fan, a little disappointed that we didn't really get to see Ty Pringle put on a show. We saw in that touchdown that got called back, or sorry, they didn't roll a touchdown. It was down to the 1. We saw that big running called back. Really didn't get to see anything like that tonight because of cramping, but also because of cramping issues.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he had 19, 20 touchdowns last year, and very similar to the one he almost scored in that game.
And we're getting ready to send it down to Sierra Horsey with winning coach.
All right, Coach, this was a great game for you tonight.
Yeah, we came out on top. It was a game with, as we expected, with the heat in the early season. A lot of mistakes on both teams. We were able to capitalize on some of the mistakes, and I'm glad things worked out for us.
So, Coach, this is the first game preseason. What do you feel you can take away with this?
I was really proud of the effort that we had. Rustin came back. We put the ball on the ground a couple times. They were able to capitalize on that. I love the resiliency that we showed, and when we had to make some big plays, we did make some big plays, and that's always a sign of a good team.
Well, it looks like the guys were cramping up a little bit today because of the heat and everything. What are you going to do to counteract that next season?
Well, you know, we've been working on hydration all year since January. We talk about it, we educate, we work on it. I think today the elements just were. I don't think there's much more that we could have done for our guys other than have IVs on the sideline.
Well, you did a great job today, Coach. Thanks for taking some time with us today.
Yeah, thanks very much.
3ctvlive.com. We stream the games live. Chessmont.
Okay.
Football.com. So if you want to see the game again.
Great. Thanks very much.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Yep. Have a good season. You just stand there and look pretty. Is that your job? Yeah, you did a good job with that.
Thank you.
Ask him a question. Ask the coach a question. Go ahead.
How do you think the rest of the season is going to go?
Well, I like to say that I think a team improves more from its first game to its second game than any other time in the season. There are a lot of things that we have to improve on, and we know that. I have a great coaching staff. We'll break those things down, and I expect us to be a much better team next week than we were this week, and then we'll build from there.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. All right, take care. Good luck to you.
Good job.
Thanks. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at 3CTV Live. Thank you.
Again, just want to recap the final score tonight. It was Garnet Valley 24, Rustin 16. For all of us here at ChessmontFootball.com, hope you join in to watch next week's game. 3CTVLive.com, we'll take you there.